watch this video. We're going to come back and talk.
Do you ever regret what you named your kid?
That would be me. Not only did I regret it, we just changed his name when he was 18 months old. So here's the story. When I was pregnant with my second, I thought, wow, my eldest son, outdoorsy boy. My husband, outdoorsy boy. Surely this child will have the soul of like a river rafting tour guide. So when we were looking for names, I went into Pinterest and I typed in outdoorsy boy baby names. And we settled on the name Aspen because we're like, that's a cool name. And it is a super cool name for someone else. Because my boy, he gets car sick in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru. He gags at the thought of a blueberry. On his first birthday, he lost his ever-loving mind when his toe touched his cake. He loves air conditioning and sitting down. And at 6 years old, loves being held by his mom, still, constantly. And whereas most kids have like a stuffed animal or a blanket that they've really enjoyed their whole life, he has a comfort mole, this one right here. And we'll just love on it. But he's just a little light. He's just the sweetest little boy. So we chose a name that means light, which is Luke. And he may never guide river rafting tours, but he will for sure be in a very comfortable location, being just as sweet as he can be. And I love him so much. So I began noticing that Aspen was not going to be for him like early on. He's just a few months old. And I told my sister first. I told my sister even before I mentioned it to my husband. And my sister's like, change it. But nobody does that. So I didn't feel like that is appropriate to do. I thought I was just going to have to go my whole life just calling him that name, even though inside it just didn't feel right. So we got a lawyer, did all the paperwork, and it took a year to do. But by 18 months old, he had his new name official. So now, he's officially Luke, Lukey Bear, Pokey Bear, Stinky Bear, Biscuit Baby, Hamilton.
Well, first let me say that is an extraordinarily long name that you landed on, but to each their own. In all seriousness, sounds like a great kid. Yes, all of the kids are different. They all carry different personalities. And you said nobody does that when it comes to changing their child's name very early on, before they even learn it. Correction. You did it. So at the end of the day, who gives a shit what everybody else does? It's what was right for you. And it worked for you. So instead of worrying about what everybody else does, you decided to be the change that you wanted to be, and good on you. Now, you asked a question, or the person that you were stitching asked a question. Do you regret naming your child what you named it? No, not one bit. I have named 3 children in my lifetime. I named our Renee and I had 3 children together. Our oldest is Magnolia Lynn. Our middle child of the 3 that we had together is Lily Marie. And then there's my son, Tommy Lee Powell III. I don't regret one name. Because at the end of the day, I think all of their names fit in one way or another. I really enjoy flower names for women, for girls. And so I picked 2 of my favorite flowers, the magnolia and the lily, for my 2 daughters. And I just think that they fit, right? Magnolia, or as people call her, Maggie or Mags, it just works for her. And Lily or Lil, it just works. So thankfully, knock on wood, I have not had to regret what we named our children. I've had some interesting conversations with people, especially about Magnolia. That was one that caught some people off guard. Magnolia, where'd you come up with that one? It's a beautiful name. It's a beautiful flower. Plus you have the tie-in with the Grateful Dead and Sugar Magnolia, and the Bob Dylan song, Maggie's Farm. Maggie, there's a whole lot of tie-ins there, but, That was the one that caused, I think, the most amount of conversation. But no, I don't regret any of their names. And had Tommy been a girl, had he been another daughter, he was going to be Rose, with a middle name of Ann. Not Roseanne, but Rose Ann. Just love those flower names.